Hello and welcome to another edition of We Stream, the official reaction channel of epic rap battles of history. If you're new to the channel, I am a musician, I make my own content, you should check it out.
Fakers who are wearing blue, I wish that I could fake it too.
I also have a lot of new merchandise made by my new artist. Look at some of these photos, they're amazing. Look, I make less than $5 on any given item on Teespring, it's just how it is. But hey, if you got money to burn, it's a good thing to burn money on, cause that merch looks fan-freaking-tastic! And that's the plug! So, today, we're checking out Rick Grimes versus Walter White. I was gonna check this out a week or two ago, but my man Dwayne TV did it, like the same day I was gonna upload it. And I couldn't let Dwayne have to compete with me on the same type of video on the same day. No, I'm just kidding. If you don't know Dwayne TV, you should check the boy out. He's great. He does a lot of content kind of like what I do. Some of it's a little different. Some of it's weird food eating related. He's a funny dude. We've done a couple songs together. Check out Dwayne TV. And that's the Dwayne TV plug. All right, let's get into this. Here we go.
Bottles of Hector!
Alright, so the Walter White they have chosen is definitely the Heisenberg Walter White, the I am fully into my dark days Walter White. And the Rick Grimes just, Rick Grimesing him before he gets really tattered up. Let's get this out of the way. Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show to ever exist, front to back, and if you disagree, you are wrong. I mean, you're just wrong. It is the greatest show to have ever existed, front to back. There are some shows that have had better moments, but as far as like a cohesive, this was beautifully perfect. That's it. It takes the cake, and you can't mention any shows that are still going because how many shows have ruined themselves in their last season or episode? Game of Thrones, Dexter, The Sopranos. So until the show's over, you don't know if it's the greatest show. And The Walking Dead is a show that for some reason is still existing. At this point, it's a zombie itself, or a walker itself. It had a great run for a little bit. Now it's just... I'm amazed that people still watch it. They're both shows on AMC, so I guess that's kind of why the matchup. They're both AMC, really good AMC shows.
Stay back, this is gonna get bad. I'm about to show this lab rat how to be a real dad. Great.
Carl, stay back. This is gonna get bad. Gonna show this lab rat how to be a real dad. Alright, so Rick Grimes, always trying to protect Carl. Spoiler alert throughout this whole video if you haven't watched these shows, because I'm just gonna talk freely about spoilers, so sorry about you. But yeah, Carl's dead now, so good job, Rick. But yeah, always trying to protect Carl and then show this lab rat because, Walter's a chemistry guy. How to be a real dad. He's calling him a bad dad, I guess. Gonna get real bad. Real bad, Breaking Bad.
Stay back, this is gonna get bad. I'm about to show this lab rat how to be a real dad. Great AMC, removing your A one day. Cause Sheriff Grimes rhymes dirty like my armpit stain.
Alright. So he says a grade AMC who will ruin your A one day. That's probably the car wash thing. In Breaking Bad, to launder the money, eventually Walter buys a car wash, and he used to work at that car wash, and when he worked at that car wash, you'd have to say have like a great A1 day or some crap like that. So I think that's a reference to ruin your A1 day. He's poking at that.
A1 day, cause Sheriff Grimes rhymes dirty like my armpit.
Rhymes dirty rhymes is in like, good insults, dirty armpit stains. That's pretty straightforward, right?
I'm a post-apocalyptic cop who's got a lot of issues. Pop a cap in you and splatter the brain you misuse.
I mean, he just kind of dissed himself. Post-apocalyptic cop with a bunch of issues. Yep, that's true. And then he used that to rhyme with splatter your brain that you misuse. So he's saying that Walter White's a genius that misuses his brain, which is something that some of characters in the show Breaking Bad mentioned. One of my favorite quotes is near the end. He's like, Frank is like, "You're the dumbest smart guy I know," or something like that.
The cop who's got a lot of issues. Pop a cap in you and splatter the brain you misuse. Cooking up blue sky and bigger lies for Skylar. Hatching little schemes like a dying MacGyver.
Alright, so he's talking about lying to... Walter lies to his wife. Cooks up blue skies. Or blue sky... So, lying to his wife all the time. Making blue meth. And then he talks about...
blue sky and bigger lies for Skylar. Hatching little...
And, you know, blue sky, Skylar, so play on sky and the Skylar. And then hatching little schemes like a dying MacGyver, because really throughout Breaking Bad, there's a lot of improv done by Walter White when he's in a situation where he might die, rigging crap like MacGyver would to either kill someone or to save himself. And he's always, you know, one step away from death because of the cancer.
Schemes like a dying MacGyver. You tore your family apart, sin by sin. Where I live, it happens literally limb from limb.
Alright, so they say you tore your own family apart, sin from sin. So all the different things that Walter White kept doing that were evil and stacking on themselves tore his family apart figuratively, whereas Rick Grimes like, our families get torn apart literally, limb from limb, because, you know, walkers, zombies, whatever.
So write this down in your pancakes so you won't forget it. I kill zombies that are better men than you before breakfast.
Alright, so write this down in your pancakes so you won't forget it. You know, writing messages on the pancakes is something that happens in Breaking Bad. His birthday messages on pancakes and syrup and that kind of crap. He's like, so write it down so you don't forget it. And he's like, I kill walkers that are better men than you before breakfast. So he's basically saying these little zombie folks are better men than you because you're just awful.
I don't know what you think I've done, but if we were to battle, I've already won.
Ooh, starting off strong. He's like, I don't know what you think I've done, which is a line that he says to probably Frank again. Frank is a DEA agent and also his stepbrother, right? Not stepbrother, brother-in-law. And I think when he's confronted, he's like, I don't know what you think I've done. And so just throw back to that. And yeah. I can imagine this isn't going to go well for Rick Grimes. He don't mess with Walter White.
Don't know what you think I've done, but if we were to battle, I've already won. Ask Gus, you don't want to face off against me.
Ask Gus, you don't want to face off against me. So Gus was one of the big drug lords in Breaking Bad. He used a fried chicken restaurant as his money laundering scheme. And when he says, you don't want to face off against me, there's an episode of Breaking Bad when Gus dies and he gets blown up and literally his face is blown off. And yeah, so face off, his face comes off. You don't want to face off against me. That. Haha.
I'll stuff you in a barrel and make a dude smoothie.
Oh, okay, he's still going. Stuff you in a barrel, make a dude smoothie. So, yeah, that's something Walter White does to get rid of the bodies at some point. Puts the body in a barrel of a specific type of acid that melts you down into nasty human chunks that you can wash down the drain.
Your sense of duty gets your group into some deep duty. Always getting saved by some samurai booty.
Alright, so your sense of duty gets your people into some deep duty. So Rick Grimes is always trying to do the right thing and trust people, which usually gets his whole group captured and killed and all sorts of terrible things. And he has to get saved by samurai booty because Michonne, the machete-wielding hottie lady, always has to come and save his ass. Yep. Is that her name? I'm probably saying her name wrong.
I'm a kingpin, cooking crystal in the middle of the day, having dinner by the pool with the DEA.
Whew. All right, now he's flexing. But those are some good little flex bars. So he's saying he's the kingpin. He's running this. He'll cook crystal meth in the middle of the day and then go to the pool with the DEA. That's his brother-in-law. And just hang out. It's not wrong.
Run you over with my Aztec GTA. If you ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid.
All right, so let's I want to listen to that again.
In the middle of the day, having dinner by the pool with the DEA. Run you over with my Aztec GTA.
Run you over with my Aztec GTA. He drives an Aztec. I'm pretty sure one of the times that he's trying to save Jesse Pinkman, he offs a guy with his car, runs him over. And you know, GTA, Grand Theft Auto, in that game, you run a lot of people over.
If you ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid.
If you ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid, Heisenberg is his name, his drug name, and he getting paid because, you know.
Here's a hot dose. Let me watch you choke on the truth. You look up to me like I'm a pizza on the roof.
All right, here's a hot dose. Let me watch you choke on the truth. Here's a hot dose is. I think this actually. Hold on. I think there's a lot of meaning to this.
Let me watch you. If you ever try to stop Heisenberg getting paid. Here's a hot dose. Let me watch you choke on the truth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be stretching, but I'm pretty sure what this is here's a hot dose, as in like a hot dose would be like a good bar and I'm gonna get you. So like the surface level here is here's a hot dose, choke on the truth. It would just be like, here's a good rhyme, so choke on it. But I really think this is a second meaning to a reference. Here's a hot dose is in a dose of drugs. Let me watch you choke on the truth. Because there's at one point, Jesse Pinkman's girlfriend that Walter thought was like a threat or a bad person or whatever, he saw this lady take a dose of heroin that was too much, and she choked on her own spit and vomit and died, and he just watched it happen. So I think he's talking about how ruthless he is. And he's like, here's a hot dose, like, you know, dose of heroin like that one chick did. Let me watch you choke on the truth. I'm pretty sure this is a really dark bar. I could be stretching, but that's how I take it.
You look up to me like I'm a pizza on the roof.
Now that's just fun. You look up to me like I'm a pizza on the roof. Pizza got chucked on the roof. It's a whole meme from Breaking Bad. In fact, the house that was used for that had to put like a fence around their house because people kept driving by and throwing pizzas on their roof. Oh, that's fun. Not for the homeowner, but you know. So.
You're a loser, a failure to your whole entire crew. I've seen Walter Jr. handle walkers better than you.
You're a loser, a failure to your whole entire crew. True. Rick Grimes is just bad decision after bad decision. And then he's saying Walter Jr. handle walkers better than you. All right, so Walter Jr. has a disease, so he has to use like walkers to walk, like little cane things to walk. And walkers are what they call zombies in The Walking Dead. Handle walkers as in handle them to walk for Walt Jr. Handle walkers as in handle walkers to kill them in The Walking Dead. And he's saying, my kid, who's this crippled kid, he handles his walkers better than you can handle kid. Like that's spicy.
I said stay back with the others.
Starting another one, protecting Carl. Carl!
While I finish this bitch like you finished your mother. You ain't.
Bro, isn't that like, Rick, that ain't a flex, bro. Finish this bitch like you finished your mother. So he's saying, finish this bitch, calling Walter a bitch like you finished your mother. His mother, Carl's mother, and Rick's wife was a bitch, by the way. Probably one of the few TV bitches worse than Skylar. What is with AMC and having the wives just be the worst? I just kind of realized that. Anyway, but finish your mother because Carl killed his mom after she gave birth because she turned into a walker. The whole thing. Back when the show was good, that was a pretty intense moment.
The danger to me, Walt, so knock all you want. I'll watch you get eaten on my fucking front lawn.
You're no danger to me, Walt, so knock all you want, because Walter says, I'm the one who knocks, you know, because when you're afraid of someone knocking at the door, it's this whole speech where he's like, you might be afraid of who's knocking at the door, who's coming to get you. He's like, well, I'm the one who knocks. I'm the person to be afraid of. I don't have to worry about who's knocking. And then Rick's like, you can knock all you want. I'll just sit here, listen to you knock, and the walkers will come and eat you, and I'll watch you get eaten on my front lawn.
To me, Walt, so knock all you want. I'll watch you get eaten on my fucking front lawn.
Your monsters don't frighten, and you can bite me.
Monsters don't frighten me, you can bite me because you get bitten by walkers, you get it.
I'll be standing right here in my tiny Walter Whiting.
He's like, you don't scare me, I'll be standing here in my tiny Walter Whiteys, because sometimes you see Mr. Walter White in his whitey tighties and odd moments of the show and early in the show as well. He's coughing because of the lung cancer.
You faster than your partner stole your whole life. No one saw Shane coming except for your wife.
He's gonna ruin you like your partner ruined your whole life or whatever. No one saw Shane coming. Shane was his partner in the police force and like best friend. No one saw him coming, you know, to betray you except for your wife because he slept with your wife. He leaves this dude in a coma. And when this dude's in the coma and the zombie apocalypse happened, his first thought is, let me go bang your wife. And his wife's first thought is, sure, you could go ahead and bang me. Seriously. Rick Grimes' wife is probably one of the worst characters ever created. She's just the worst person. And Shane, you know, he wasn't much better. So, but still, that's an ender right there. Like, you don't get back from that if you're Rick Grimes, especially since Rick was kind of getting beat up the whole battle. It was pretty lopsided, and then you end with that. I mean, come on. If anyone thinks that Rick Grimes won this battle, you're dumb.
Who won? Who's there?
I thought Rick Grimes might actually have a retort there. He knew better not to have one. The game over. I think the announcer got eaten by walkers. Yep, the announcer's a walker now. Epic Lloyd dancing in tidy whities. No one needs that. Alright, so I already talked about this. Who won? Clearly Walter White won in one of the most lopsided epic rap battles of history I've seen in a while, in my opinion. Again, something I forgot to mention at the start. I'm pretty sure I've seen this, but I'm old now, man. If I only saw these once a couple years ago, I'm not going to remember anything from it. I'll be reacting to or breaking down some of the ones that I do have, memory of, like the Western versus Eastern philosophers, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the people of the same name. Those I remember, Master Chief versus Leonidas. Those ones, like, I remember a lot of the lines, so I'll do those at different times and it'll be more of a breakdown than a reaction. But the ones like these that I saw once, I just don't remember, which is great because I get to enjoy it again. And like the merch says, hooray for memory loss. Hey, until next time, though. I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. Bye!